This week, the EU targets Google's AI training, Nvidia rushes to ship H200 chips into China, and OpenAI makes two big moves that could change how you use and work in AI. 1. EU opens an antitrust investigation into Google's AI content use. European regulators have been tightening scrutiny on how big platforms use third-party content. On December 9th, the European Commission opened a formal probe into whether Google used publisher and YouTube material to build and run AI features like AI overviews, and whether creators had fair compensation or a practical way to say no. Penalties could reach up to 10% of global revenue if violations are found. If you publish on the web or YouTube, this case could shape how your work is licensed for AI and whether rivals can access similar data. Takeaway: expect changes to attribution, licensing flows, and possibly more visible links in Google's AI features as the company responds during the probe. 2. Nvidia and the H200 to China. US policy has restricted the most advanced AI chips to China, which pushed buyers toward downgraded parts and domestic alternatives. After Washington allowed exports of Nvidia's H200 to China with a 25% fee, Chinese demand jumped. Nvidia is now considering adding production capacity. A senior US lawmaker has asked the Commerce Department to explain the decision and its national security logic. Access to high-end compute sets the pace for model training. If H200 shipments proceed at scale, Chinese labs could shorten training cycles for large models. Takeaway: watch for follow-up rules and whether orders translate into actual deliveries, since approvals and conditions are still in flux. 3. Gemini. 3 DeepThink arrives for paying users. Google previewed DeepThink alongside Gemini 3. It focuses on multi-step reasoning. As of this week, DeepThink is live in the Gemini app for AI Ultra subscribers and marked experimental. Google positions it as the company's most advanced public reasoning mode to date. For power users, complex tasks like structured planning or logic-heavy problem-solving may improve. For most users, the gating behind a premium tier means access is still limited. Takeaway: if you run critical workflows in Gemini, test DeepThink on 1 or 2 real tasks and compare outcomes before switching teams or processes. 4. OpenAI disables ad-like app suggestions in ChatGPT. Users reported promotional-style prompts in ChatGPT that surfaced third-party services mid-conversation. OpenAI says those discovery prompts are turned off, and the experience will be redesigned so that anything that looks like an ad is clearly separated and more controllable. Date is this week. Trust is a product feature. Blurring answers and promotions risks user confidence, which is a key advantage for any assistant. Takeaway: if you are deploying ChatGPT in a workflow, expect fewer unsolicited partner suggestions while OpenAI rethinks this surface. 5. Service. Now moves on. Armis enterprises are wiring AI into operations while security teams scramble to cover expanding attack surfaces. ServiceNow is in advanced talks to acquire Armis, an asset intelligence and OT security company, for up to $7 billion. Reporting broke today. It signals that AI automation and cybersecurity will continue to converge. You can expect more platform-style bundles that blend workflow automation with continuous security posture. Takeaway: for tech leaders, plan for tighter coupling between ITSM, asset intelligence, and AI-driven remediation in 2026 purchasing cycles. 6. OpenAI drops the vesting cliff. AI firms are paying more to recruit and retain top researchers and engineers. OpenAI eliminated the 6-month vesting cliff for new hires. Equity now vests from day 1, according to new reporting over the weekend. This is a signal of the talent war intensity. Expect compensation norms to keep shifting across model labs and AI platform teams. Takeaway: if you hire in AI, review your equity plans. If you work in AI, read the fine print, especially vesting schedule, refresh cadence, and clawbacks. That is the week in AI and tech. If you found this useful, subscribe so you never miss the Sunday Roundup. New explainers drop mid-week, always concise and evidence-based. See you then.